In the beginning, you can jump on the table without using the platforming potion. Whenever the player is close to an environment object or a wall, the potions will go through that. In the hub area, you can use the vine potion to get over the rocks near the river. This results you in being outside the map. In the forest level, you can be just above the water but still lose HP. In this area in the woods, it will trigger the underwater mechanic while still being on ground. In the forest level, at the two locations where it requires the character to climb the vine, the second vines of each location are not working properly. In the forest town, the hills around the town are not steep enough to block the character. When the player saves the game and tries to load back, the load option does not work. When the player is out of mana and continues in the same area, sometimes the player does not drown while underwater. Randomly, when the player is out of mana and tries to continue in the area, the box does not remove from the screen. Whenever the character goes back to the beginning level, he respawns at the location where the game begins. In the sound settings, the master volume does not function. In the main area, there's a tree that is not placed on the ground and is floating. The character becomes completely black when he gets close to the inner side of the room. When the character talks to some of the NPCs who do not offer an option for the character to choose, there is always a dialogue holder that appears at the right of the screen. Black lines appear on the screen while running through grass. The rock texture in the cave level appears smaller when you go further from it.